What's up, everybody? I'm going to assume this is still working. Let us know if you can hear us in the chat, but in the interim, it is the first round of the tournament, Madgear and WetKunai. Let us know if you can hear us. Loud and clear. Dope. Thanks so much. Well, hey, we're calling the audible live and in progress. CasaBunch, Street Fighter 5. I am Brad. Muse joining me today is Banjo, and we are already in progress, so we can vamp after.
Definitely, Mr. Madgear versus WetKunai in effect currently. Mr. Madgear not going with the Abigail after his sets exhibition on Capcom Fires yesterday. I think he's willing to try a little something new this time. And right now, a little something new is something that WetKunai wants.
Yeah, I love that call for WetKunai. You could see Madgear was posturing. He wanted the up snatch as an anti-air, but the instant release air kunai just smoked out Madgear for it. Nice starter here for WetKunai, pushing us all the way to the corner for one kunai and one EX. Has to spend the V reversal to get out.
Yeah, definitely. Got to circumvent the momentum somehow, and a little flicker pressure happening in the corner right here. Mr. Madgear not going Abigail, kind of surprising at this juncture. They definitely would think that historically he's done pretty okay against Ibuki, but right now getting kind of slaughtered in the neutral.
Yeah, it's fine. We want the strength of the flicker pressure. I know the strength of Ed is something that... Jesus. Okay. Never mind. I was about to be like, the strength of Ed is something people are discussing. You know, we're reevaluating the strength of this character. Ending Walker really showed the way, but here's the thing. You can emulate the gameplay, but you can't emulate the game sense. Everybody saw that tweet. But damn, dash up, EX Psycho Upper, I'm not about that life.
Yeah, a little ants in the pants for me. Madgear going right back to the menu, and come on, we know what time it is. You can't, you possibly couldn't be switching V triggers. You're just gonna go. You're gonna go Abigail. You're gonna, you know, work out the wrinkles in your gameplay right there, because clearly you run up uppercut. You ain't feeling this right now, man.
It's wild how often I see Eds do that, right? I think it's like, with it being a one button EX reversal, it seems like there's this tendency of Ed players of like, well, I'll dash forward and they're going to want to check the dash, but they're going to be late. So I hit the button. And it's like, well, I mean, or they're super late and just nothing comes of it. Or it's against an Ed and you just don't check the dash because, you know, everybody's hammering on that EX Psycho Upper after they dash forward.
Oh yeah, and I know the temptation is definitely strong, especially when you play on a hitbox. I know the temptation to hit that, to get those one button EX moves out. I get it. And you're gonna be going Falke instead. What's up tonight, Madgear? Like, I mean, look, if you believe in it, I believe in it. So, you know, do your thing, bro.
I don't know. We'll see. I don't know that I've ever seen Madgear play this character.
Well, we know Madgear has a lot of experience, you know, playing against people like just Pokey, but it's just like, you know, I'm not too familiar. I tried to do EX DP right there, well, regular DP right there, and I'm not gonna be going for it right here. And WetKunai literally just applying the pressure right here, a little V skill.
Yeah, you can see, I mean, Madgear's surrendering a lot of space. We got the V-trigger activation, so that's a nice starter, but I don't know how much he's going to have the stuff behind this. Yeah, ends up staying same side off the flip, finds the regular throw, starting to press the issue. We've got about half V-trigger left, but WetKunai is going to be fishing for low forward and to activate at any point. Catches it with the auto shimmy.
Like, we see WetKunai is literally just high-lowing like Madgear to death and has been through 2 characters in 3 separate rounds already, and somehow, like, Madgear has failed to just get started in general.
Yeah, I wonder, I mean, we're not even seeing, like, charging on the fireball, and we may even have the damage on deck. No, not for one bar. It's going to need to be a mix-up, but dash under back throw works it out there for WetKunai, who ends up on set point. Madgear sitting fully loaded, but, I mean, not even really representing any, you know, EX fireball pressure or anything like that. Just hardcore losing out in the neutral jump interaction there? Damn.
Yeah, something's a little off about his gameplay tonight, man. And look at that. This is so uncharacteristic and literally...
Right.
Okay. All right, we BMing at this point. Like, Madgear is just like, I'm here for the meme. I thought he was going to get hit with that overhead a 3rd time. Going to be able to block it right here. But pressure in the corner from WetKunai. Staying solid here. And literally a full stick of butter on his end with V-trigger activation. So the next whiff could mean, you know, little windmill shuriken coming your way.
Finding the activation of the same starter as last time. Reversal comes up from WetKunai. met with the same reversal out of Madgear, trying to press the issue. Pushing us back to mid-screen, but this walk forward throw, I mean, Madgear just really doesn't have, I'm going to go ahead and say any layers built into this Falke. Dash under back throw, same mix-up, works out, and WetKunai takes the set 2-0. Yeah, I mean, Bendyism even highlighting this would be Dhalsim versus Ryu, one of your classic Street Fighter 2 matchups. Gonna have to see how this is gonna end up going. We do have Trigger 2 out of Tayson. I know depending on the Ryu, people can, you know, feel comfortable with 1 or 2. I know they're both, they both offer their fair share of utility. I personally like 2.
Yeah, I like the idea of just basically like, hey, if you try to punish me from distance, I can like counter that and then instantly get in as well. So right there with you with V skill 2, V trigger 2, excuse me. So man, but NYC Furby definitely playing the range game as it were, and now you're in the corner right here.
Yeah, you can see Art is dominantly keeping Tayson locked down in the corner. Okay, finding that little bit of time to stick out the V skill and get that charge. Oh, we're not gonna use that EX Gale to... Okay! We went for the parry, but it's not gonna work. We are cooking. There's the activation. I am so surprised that Tayson didn't just try to bust out a DP into letting us hear him roar. That's absolutely what I would have been doing off that activation.
Definitely, I think that that time freeze right there after the hit just kind of froze him himself for a little bit, and it was like, yo, like I'm actually surprised, like I don't know what to do in this moment. And see, and there we go, already just trying to use the V skill 1 to be like, hey, like it's here and it's available. So if you try to, you know, these long full screen pokes, it's not gonna augur well for you. Here we go, good punish combo, back into the corner.
Okay, nice crush counter starter, gets a big pickup. Oh, wanted for the shimmy. It's not going to work. Art gets the back throw, and that's huge. Just like that stun is off the table. Low short. Tayson's playing really fast and loose with his V-gauge right now.
Yeah, definitely. We definitely needed that for escape tactics because there's some situations to where, like, the chip is insurmountable right now. Oh, my goodness.
These are real brave jabs. There's that little bit of gray life left on the table. Wants to chase him down? Yes, but they're a little bit too high up, so we're not going to get the trigger activation in the back. Gets the regular throw, and that bit of gray life, no, there was so little life. The gray life wouldn't have made a difference, but Art takes that first game, and I think from Tayson, I would just really have liked to see a little bit more composure. I think there were a few spots there of, you know, these super early V shifts that maybe didn't need to be there.
Yeah, I like the idea of like trading with Furby, honestly, just because like there's situations to where he's gonna like be like full screen or he's gonna be just not in range. So I would rather take the trade and go for a neutral reset and try to get something going there rather than have Dhalsim sitting at full screen hitting buttons and throwing fireballs at you.
Yeah, there's like a hesitance towards the fireball game as well, which makes sense because he's worried about the possibility of teleports. But I like that. Okay, Tayson is finding these shots, getting a little bit more comfortable picking their spots. Oh, Art's taking his turns though. Tayson's gonna need to tighten up his frame drops. One thing about what Tayson has been doing is there's been really long delays to facilitate some walk forward in the strike throw game. Art's obviously tuned into that.
Wow,
oh, man.
The fireball hitting him from behind, the grab into the corner, and here comes the mix-ups. And, oh yeah, we need all that.
Yeah, so, I mean, half the reason Art sniffed that coming, I think, is Tayson was being really antsy defensively. The V-shift earlier, and then wake-up crouch jab then. So, there's definitely a little bit of antsiness that you can see out of Tayson.
All right, and now you see, like, Furby over here just pushing the envelope over here once again. Just back down the stun, definitely mounting, and I like the teleport reset. Oh my goodness.
All right, but that's a huge jump back. Manages to get the side swap, but instant air Guile. Oh, catches the V-shift back. Are we gonna be able to press the issue? Goes for the corner. Empty jump setup. Nothing really comes of it. Wake up buttons. Tayson was not prepared for what to do with all of the frames that he had. A big jump in though. Maximize this damage. No, goes for the side swap again. Please, I need to hear you roar.
Fire kind of burning him at the moment, and Once again, just that slow place. And when Tayson gets cooking, able to parry that.
Oh!
He is able to whip punish. He's able to punch the bandit counter. Oh my god.
Yo, he said, get that ass over here.
And you know Tayson was begging. He was like, please throw a button while I'm on V-trigger activation. Please.
It's like, I'm begging you.
Okay.
You see this armor? I play Ghosts and Goblins. You think I don't know how to deal with all of this nonsense on the screen? Let's go, Tayson.
I'm from the land of projectiles, baby. Uh-oh. Well, he says, I'm trying to get cooking too. Here we go, Furby. Teleport out, back into the corner goes Tayson. More buttons. Hey, that's unnatural.
I love it. Standing strong, counter hit confirmed. Damn, Art is being so hesitant right now. Managed to check the dash, gets a V skill store for his trouble. V reversal out of Tayson to nullify the V trigger. Art back up against the corner. Tayson's got so much damage available to him with the CA. Like any sort of like low forward on the right spot could be huge here. Text the back throw. Tayson is, this is tough.
Oh my goodness,
Yoga
I thought
sniper.
he was able to glide behind him, and I thought he was going to get cooking off that, but Furby, the wherewithal to just jump back, throw a couple of buttons, let me get out of here. This guy is too dangerous with the momentum, but he's going to be moving on into bracket.
That was insane.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that would definitely be something interesting to see, and it's weird because I'm a grappler player, and Manon is one of those characters that I was like, yeah, I'm good off that this time. But Marissa was somebody who I was like, hey, this should be crazy. But something just as crazy, and very early on, by the way, we got Pokey versus Delzon, man.
Yeah, you can see Pokey is already off to a slight life lead and has Delzon on the back foot. 2 Ryus in a row. We are blessed this week, apparently. Nice back throw, but smoked by the activation by Pokey, who's actually, that is not the V-trigger choice that I ordinarily associate with them.
Yeah, usually I was thinking V-trigger too, but I mean, like you said, if you believe in it, I believe in it. And right now, Pokey just letting the shots fly. Delzon sitting on less than a pixel.
Yeah, I mean, any poke will do it, but Delzon absolutely can try to make something happen. Sweep activation, finds the back throw through the V reversal, managed to force the issue and close out the round. Nice patience out of Delzon, and great opportunity taken there by getting that dash forward when Pokey was being a little bit more defensively minded.
Wow, I'm able to get the OTG off that too. There we go. So a little neutral being played, and once again letting the plasma fly. I think it's just Pokey playing Metroid as well. Oh no, but the kicks is coming out. Here we go.
Oh
good
my
combo
God.
And into the corner.
If that had been any closer to the corner, I don't know if that backdash would have worked out for them. Oh, thought they were going to come down with a button, but Pokey's already innovating on the way that Delzon likes to use parries against jump-ins.
Wow, going to be able to dodge that and trying to parry the shot from long distance, but not going to be able to get it here. And the plasma is still flying, but jumping into the corner here, and a little donkey kick into the corner.
Nice.
More fireball pressure.
Right. Pokey's going prone, trying to force the issue. Delzon has a super slight life lead, still sitting on a bunch of resources. And all of these fireballs, you know, if Delzon's going to keep parrying him, that's just going to end up giving him more V-gauge to play with.
And honestly, it looks like Delzon might need it. If he decides to just keep this projectile game going, then once he get in, he's definitely going to want to try for an immediate reversal. And that might be the case here, losing the life lead.
Right. This is rough. That fireball working out great. Pokey's trying to surrender a little bit of space. There's no bar, so you kind of have to be a little bit more mindful here. When is Delzon going to move forward and try to force the issue? Okay, just raw activation, but Pokey was already prone.
Man, Pokey playing the wrong game tonight too. Not Metroid, he playing Call of Duty, going prone, putting up shots, and we see that Delzon is constantly trying to counter those shots, but these counters are on point right now.
Love that. Walk underneath, found the parries on the anti-air, and it's like, yep, I'm not only that, I'm going to put a little left-right built into it. Pokey gets the pickup off the V-trigger activation, presses back to mid-screen. DelzonFire uses the V-shift to reset back to neutral. View reversal in that spot, wants to keep everything going. Crush counter on the roundhouse. You can't be handing DelzonFire these. You know, the famous for the roundhouse anti-airs.
Right, he's trying to preemptively use B skill right there just to get it set up for the bubble. Not going to be had here, but a throw into the corner and another V gauge reversal. Another one more for the cause. Look at all that gray life going on. Oh my God! And yeah, just with the air to air right there, and yeah, we'll take the risk right there for a trade just because the gray life was huge on that one.
Yeah, that was the beefiest jump fierce that you ever did see. DelzonFire takes that first game in the set for them here. And as I check the bracket, where is this in the bracket? I think this is still, yeah, so this is still a round one facing match. The winner of this plays DB Gen in top 32. It is wild that a weekly needs, like, that we have stuff before top 32.
Hey, I love to see it, man. Competition is rife when you over here at the costume house, bro. So now Delzon, the thing about that last match is that Pokey got into a war of attrition with Delzon with the fireballs, and that kind of doesn't work out in your favor just because, you know, Delzon has the counter that can kind of subvert that. Even though you don't have a lot of V meter to like reverse and things like that, you only got 2 bars for Ryu, you still got the counter, and that helps.
Yeah, and I think on top of that as well, Delzon can find these spots where it's like, yeah, okay, I'll walk back, I'll use the counter liberally to get some V gauge, I'll throw some fireballs, but also, you know, you can't throw fireballs against me in a conventional way, so I can do, Jesus, Delzon, empty jump, baits the late reversal, neutral jump punishes it for a round on the board, and set point now for DelzonFire. And yeah, what I was gonna say is, you know, with a non-conventional fireball game out of Pokey, it's that much harder for them to play this war of attrition against a character like Ryu in the hands of DelzonFire.
But Pokey has just had just about enough. Going for the walk back, little light, low jab right here, working on a perfect victory. The bubble set up. Gonna be able to jump out of the corner right there. Delzon hanging on for dear life at the moment, and the fireballs are gonna, and the shots are gonna run rampant. You are at a pixel health, and the grab is gonna be the 7 perfect letters going into round 3.
Yeah, that's exactly the momentum reset that Pokey needed. After everything that's gone on so far in this set, getting a 40-second long perfect. Definitely a good mental break there for Pokey. He's playing a little bit slower once again, but I mean, it's that Delzon is so good at placing these dashes in these spots where Pokey has surrendered just enough space, and then it's like, nope, you were threading the needle, but you can't control the screen in the way that you need to. Damn, that hitbox on that area.
Yeah, right. I got the tippy toe hitbox right there. But Delzon has been really, really good about going up for these air-to-airs and just taking the risk and just being like, look, like, this is one space where I'm going to be able to beat you at. And he has just been really good about guessing there. But Pokey trying to keep him down right here, trying to make sure that the shots don't get under him and keep him in the range of the normals. And the gunshots going off once again. This plasma is flying right now. And get the jump in, and wow, over the top of your head. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, so much of that set for DelzonFire was just jumping at the right spots or dashing forward at the right spots to navigate around the non-standard zoning that Falke brings to the table. And I think, you know,
you're good on you're good on my end.
Sounds good. We got Caba versus Narukami. Caba on the Guile, Narukami on that Ibuki.
You're gonna see a real neutral-based gameplay from Narukami. Narukami learned how to play the game the right way from Hamad and was using Nash that first time. We're gonna see Narukami just do some standard pokes, which we're not gonna see him take a lot of risks. And from Caba, you can definitely expect the same thing.
Yeah, a lot of the people that are still playing Ibuki now, you can really see the prevalence of using V-skill as a poke. You know, the way it pulls her hurt box back, but also really functions as a great forward-moving poke. And the way that, exactly like that, you want to get as many of these 2-bar V-triggers as you can. It's a great way for her to come online. That throw was hella plus on whip. Caba's back up against the wall, needs to spend their V-reversal in order to press the issue and start to move outward. A little bit of gray life, but Narukami has the life lead. Ooh, damn, wow. Your air XFinesse, my flash kick is better. V-shift into V-reversal. Narukami is trying to force Caba back. But that throw, just like that, Caba takes the life lead off of all of that gradually built up gray life, and the upside down kick closes out the round as Narukami tries to tech after the forward dash.
That literally came down to two exchanges, two big exchanges. The grab after the massive gray life, and then just the poke upside down kick into that conversion. Going to be done here, but now here we go. A little spacing right here. Going to go for the jab here, and this could set up for some conditioning for some throw loops later on. But Narukami taking a lot of gray life and the sonic booms.
Okay.
Just getting it done.
Nice pickup. I'm expecting. Okay, finds the anti-air on the back strong. Nice pickup off the low short confirm. Just busts out with the EX reversal flash kick there. Did Caba wants to press the issue and bring us back to mid-screen a little bit. Narukami, how early are we going to bust out the V-trigger? Is it just going to be the first chance we get? Especially if you get the V-trigger, the V-skill activation on hit, we're going to have the damage in the back.
Threw the kunai in there just to make it proper. Oh my goodness. Narukami going in a round 3 right here. That convert is like basically what he was waiting on. We're going to see Narukami hold that V gauge just for as long as they possibly can, and literally like the first possible whiff for an optimal combo. That's when we're going to see that trigger used. But right now, he's probably going to need it with all this pressure that Caba's putting on them in the corner.
Okay, Narukami gets a nice starter there as they catch out Caba doing something on Wake Up. Is there going to be another reversal coming out? No, I'm a little bit intrigued at Narukami's choice to jump over. I think maybe they wanted a beta flash kick because they were, expecting that Caba didn't want the stun to stay high. But instead they just let Caba get back to mid-screen and reset all his stun for nothing. Reversal through the plus frames. Oh,
wow.
God.
You ain't dead, but the wind definitely got took out of your shells.
All right, well, here's some wind back for you. A sonic boom closes that one out. Then Narukami kind of just walks into first game on the board for Caba. And you know what? That was 2 rounds straight where it was kind of like, it's kind of 1 or 2 interactions that really did it for Caba. And I say all the time, Street Fighter V at the highest level, it's a game of inches. It's a game of getting that little bit of life that you can out of these most pristine interactions. And Caba is one of the most clutch players in the world at being able to really execute in the pocket when it happens like that and to be able to pull that stuff out.
And it was actually here at the same tournament, I think 2 or 3 weeks ago, to where they got they got all the meter that they needed literally within like a few seconds, just in time for the meter to build and literally pop critical art to win the match off of a conversion. Like that's, like you said, like it's literally a game of inches. So
now, so you're okay, Narukami is asking whether we can remake the lobby because they're apparently experiencing some lag. Well, while we do that, while we remake that, once again, the bracket
might be one of the most clutch players of SF5, something you might want to take care of.
Yep. So, loading in. Hopefully things are a little bit more comfortable for everybody. Nice whiff punish on the V-skill off rip out of Caba. Oh, he places that standing fierce so effectively.
Oh, yeah. Catching the whip punish right there. A little crouching light, sonic boom, and now the zoning, and that is quite a bit of chip. You really don't want to be taking those there. Getting the upside down kick, but not to convert off that. Here comes Narukami.
Nice pick up there. Slightly on the back foot in terms of life. Oh, see, you can see how much Caba wants to use that standing fierce, right? A lot of these frame traps is like stand jab right into stand fierce or stand strong right into stand fierce. Fishing for it super specifically. Oh
wow,
my God.
Just a call out for the kunai with the EX flash kick.
It's not the first time we've seen it. It's like, hey, I aced this test already. I don't need the makeup exam. Right? Decent punish out of Narukami, but oh, damn, nice.
That was a lot. Damn.
Caba.
Whoa, you might want to be careful. Like whipping might be so unadvisable right now, and gonna be able to get the EX kunai and the punish appropriately for the EX flash. Not gonna be able to get the side switch, but still gonna be able to get to the stun.
Oh no, that's super unfortunate. Big drop, not having the kunai in the back. The throw works it out for them, but that is unfortunate how that one ended up playing out there. We salvaged the rounds in either case, thankfully. That would have felt really bad for Narukami.
these blocks right here from Narukami just cost him in just the standard Guile game plan. Sonic booms and just chipping away right now.
Yeah, okay. Finds the answer with the instant air EX Kunai once again, but Caba finding these crouching strongs. Big shuriken comes out. All we get is a throw out of it. I mean, that's something, I suppose. The reversal immediately. I love that answer out of Narukami. We haven't seen that brought out as an anti-fireball tool just yet.
Wow, able to get the punish still off that. Oh my goodness, and all the converts
no!
right here, and
okay. Oh.
I had to hold my breath on that one. I'm like, hey, you don't want to not convert against this man, Caba. Don't do it.
And that's two. That's twice now that in the clutch, right in the pocket, has been like, not quite your way. Slipping through your fingers like sand through the hourglass. 1-1, we still manage it, but I mean, how many near misses is Narukami going to be able to get past?
The lobby reset, Narukami playing comfortably. A little sonic boom there, kind of circumventing the kunai. Ooh, wow.
Yeah, this walk and block is looking real difficult for Narukami.
Yeah, I have to think that they can't keep starting the round like this. Here we go. Not gonna get the side switch here.
Wow.
Knew that he was gonna come down with a button.
That is so wild that Narukami had the frame advantage there. It was just like, nope, I'm gonna wait. Let them crouch and short. Plus frames, make them spin the view reversal. Yeah, I mean, the way that Narukami is forcing Caba to spend his V-gauge so defensively, wanted for the mix-up, not gonna get it, finds the throw. One more touch will do it, blows up the wake-up buttons out of Caba. Narukami on set point.
Narukami playing very, very solidly at the moment. Knows that he can't let Caba get an advantage here. Trying to get him with the kunai, but doesn't get the full DP hit. But will EX bust out anyway?
Okay, V-skill sets up a little spacing trap. Nice back strong anti-air, taking their turn. This elicits a response out of Caba. Nothing really comes of it, though. Kunai loses to the sonic boom.
Here we go. And Caba still willing to go with the game plan, just zoning. Does get a lot of chip out of those sonic booms. Going to be able to tech the throw right here. Not here, though.
The reversal out of Caba once again, but a big jump in for Narukami, who has the V-trigger in the back. What's the mix-up going to be? Oh my god, that's not quite the no mix-up. It was super volatile, but we still have the life lead, about 50 seconds left of the clock. Activation comes out from Caba, the first one that we've seen so far. Finds the air throw, view shift back from Narukami, who still has the life lead.
Narukami
really trying to press
so
the issue.
Yep, trying to condition right here for a possible command grab, but not going to be able to get it. He gets the crouching medium instead and is able to take it over Caba to get into the winner's quarterfinal. Wow, Mono, the Fang.
Oh, like, yeah, well, I mean, there's not a long list of Fangs, but
yeah,
Mono definitely at the top of it. This matchup seems like it could be super interesting, right? Like, it's not like Laura can play the Thunderclap game the way that she wants to. Man, using jumping roundhouse for that weirder hurt box to try to get the party started. And I think, like, the range that Fang wants to really pester you with can give Laura a lot of difficulty, and it's going to maybe force OGYawn to either be preemptive with Fierces there or commit bar to, you know, EX command grab or EX elbow to try to get through stuff. But this is a slugfest of a round so far. They're both just living in range 0 and swinging on each other. There's that EX elbow.
Yeah, man, that's going to be like the main tool, one of the main tools to try to get in, especially if Mono decides to slow down the pace massively, because this poison mounting the way it is and literally just keeping a grappler, if you will, the grappler archetype just at bay, just forces Mono to just play the game the way that they want to, and literally life just being lost. Like with each non-interaction.
That was exactly one of those spots where I'm like, man, I don't know why Laura players seem to refuse to use heavy elbow. Please use heavy elbow. There. Using it as a combo ender works and counts, I suppose. 26 seconds left on the clock. OGYawn does manage to find the starter there and get everything started. But I feel like there were like 2 spots there where it was like, you could have bet on heavy elbow and maybe found the anti-air. But Laura players love to just use standing strong.
Yeah. Right now, a little harassment in the corner. You got Fang exactly where you want it, but this poison still mounting right here. And as I say, that literally gets the jump in and back into the corner. OGYawn close to stun. Excuse me, you definitely got stunned. And now the poison setup right here, and just more gray life being taken in mono. Now, definitely.
Ooh, okay.
That was some choreography.
EX command dash. Yeah, they slid to the left and then 2 hops this time. Finding the back throw now is mono. Plus frames off the coward crouch and just resetting back. It's like, all right, cool. I'm going to make you come to me. I don't want to be in range 0. The V-trigger is off the table for OGYawn, and just like that, the viewer reversal gets Mono back to mid-screen. 45 seconds left on the clock, and Mono has a healthy life lead, closes out the round with the low short. 1 round apiece in this first game.
And then once we see like the pestering from OGYawn with these lights and going for these loops, especially with the V skill dash, you're gonna see Mono coward crouch out. You're gonna see him dash under. You're gonna see him use the V skill right here, and that's gonna be no punish off that. Wow, able to get the jump out. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, a huge jump in from Mono gets that party started. Stun is super high for OGYawn. Next hit will be bad. Cross up does make the poison traps connect. We have only 1 bar in the back. I don't think this is going to be enough to kill, but it's going to be approximately 1 touch, especially with the way this gray life adds up. You thought you could activate. No, it's not 1 touch. OGYawn lives by a pixel. Mono back up against the corner. OGYawn with the V-trigger activated, but Mono uses the command dash in order to get out. Shoutouts to Mylan with the raid for 27. OGYawn slowly walking Mono back to the corner. The chase down on the V-reversal has the target combo ready. Next hit would do it. We are going to get the pickup with 1 pixel left. OGYawn.
The discipline from OGYawn to literally sit back and continue their offense, even though they are on 1 pixel. They said, I'll die when I die. But until then, we got to keep it going right here. And OGYawn able to get that game, man. Unbelievable.
Yeah, just the tenacity, right? Like, I think that's something that you really need to bring to the table against the way that Mono likes to play Fang. You need to just be completely tenacious. There's only the pedal hits the metal, and that is it. But the way that Yawn manages to do that while still being able to try to navigate around the threats that Mono represents was so great. Unfortunately, still on the back foot here, has to spin that V reversal in order to just keep the stun down. There's that EX command grab that I talked about. I expected to come into play earlier.
Yeah, and we see also, I think you read OGYawn's mind going for elbow a little bit more often right here, and literally the mantra for OGYawn has literally just been these constant dash ups to make sure that Fang doesn't dictate the game, to make sure that Mono just doesn't have their way with these poison traps. But as I say that, Mono getting the offense started a little bit, and a couple of elbows right here from OGYawn.
You know what? There's actually, I don't think there's been, other than that 1 EX command grab, I don't think there's been a single regular command grab from OGYawn. Mono is holding down back after elbow a lot. OGYawn is still testing with low short, low jab in a lot of these spots, but we haven't really seen Mono. The defensive choice for Mono is like slight delay and then backdash.
Not to mention, we haven't seen a lot of if any, a lot of V-trigger activation from Mono at all. Not that they need it right here. Going to be able to get the stun combo over here, but the jab to interrupt, gutsy.
Yeah, I mean, at a certain point, you might as well bust it out, right? Okay.
That's back and forth right there.
I mean, Mono needed that, right?
Yeah.
Just powering through. I don't care about your thunderclap. It's been making it so difficult. Going for the jump as well. Yawn is really getting exposed for this prevalence towards thunderclap outside of V-trigger.
You see Mono just trying that little fly right there and unable to get on the right side, not being able to land with the crouching medium, and now the EX poison coming out here, and once again, and the whip on the elbow. Gonna be able to get a combo off that? No. Gonna be able to keep the pressure going with the poison still mounting.
Oh my god. I feel like every time OGYawn commits to something, Mono is right there with EX hands, busting through. Whether it's, you know, clap at round start, or like there where it's this raw activation, Mono is just ready to control that space in front of him. 1 game apiece.
Now we see so now these little like small changes Mono's made to his like offense. He's literally been willing to, like, hey, if you want to get in the pocket and box, we can definitely do that. And honestly, OGYawn really hasn't given him any reason to fear like blocking in front of him. We haven't seen that many command grabs out of him.
Right. Okay, wanted to try to deal with the clap there, but I mean, it seems like the answer for Mono is very much, you know, specials-centric. The command grabs are finally starting. I think OGYawn might have the stream open on the side. Plus frames out of Mono. Nah, OGYawn's a damn good player. He definitely is actually innovating. I'm just gonna take credit for it anyway.
Here we go. So now, for first time this match, V-trigger activations, now poison going to be a little bit more prevalent in this. Oh yeah, going to be able to get the throw right here.
Yeah, Mono is on set point now. Wasn't expecting that, you know, forward dash. There's just a little bit more mobility, I think, that OGYawn isn't necessarily ready for. Throwing out that B-skill, and just the space control out of Mono is so good. Okay, I love that. Bring in these command grabs a little more.
Yeah, I mean, you basically conditioned them up until this point to just block while you're in the pocket. It's time to bust out the cards. You're trying to get into the top 8 of this tournament.
Okay, that was interesting. That was a... Oh, no! Believed they had to confirm. That was a medium punch elbow. That's hella punishable. Mono has the screen position lead here now. But, I mean, trigger activation. Okay. Ends up landing on the trap. This could be a big equalizer. Yeah, OGYawn's just going to back way up and throw out the Thunder Clutch for himself, but commits a little bit too hard. Mono in the driver's seat, but commits way too hard that time. OGYawn has the damage. We're going to the true final round.
And you had to make that interaction count. You literally understand the stakes. You have to go into a round 3, and here we go. OGYawn with that, hey, that trading. And this is a war of attrition that I think Mono really doesn't want. You might want to go back to that game plan of literally keeping her at a distance and just letting the poison do its work. And right now, got the purple bar going on OGYawn's side, and Mono just applying the pressure, but the EX elbow for the bust out and the throw back into the corner.
Oh, nice. Love that air-to-air choice out of OGYawn. But once again, Mono is consistently controlling the space in front of him with EX hands. Second hit of the sweep connects. Mono trying to find some space in the back foot and really fishing here, but has V-trigger activation on deck. Does find the V-trigger activation. How much damage are we going to have available to us? Not going to get anything super tricky off of that, but we have the life lead now. Plus frames, OGYawn needs to respect it. Doesn't respect it enough. The instant overhead, it's not even going to connect as an instant overhead because OGYawn, it looked like it must have caught out of a backdash or something. I don't know, but Mono closes out the round and moves on to play against, well, aren't I pleased? Mono is going to move on to play against Punk for a winner side top 8 spot. That too hard just yet, because we've got a top 8 qualifier match here. Joe Umerogan versus Metro M. Obviously, like I just said, Joe Umerogan, the Canada East CPT World Warrior Champion, qualifying for Capcom Cup that way. I know Metro M was really in the running for East Coast. But I think it was World Warrior that they like got the spot because Punk won, but then weren't able to win. I remember there was something about like some really fringe condition for Metro M to end up almost making it.
Yes. We'll grab into the corner right here. And we know that Luke is the battery man, plus frames on a lot of things. For Metro M, can try the dance move and is going to be able to get that hit right there into V-trigger activation.
Yeah, that dance worked out great. That walk back, stand short. Not a tool that we see used by Metro M or Claw players super often, right? You associate Claw much more with like jab and fierce, but damn, the spacing out of Joe Umerogan, making that whiff, finding the target combo starter and the V-trigger in order to close that first round out. The strength of Luke. One has plus frames, man's a battery. But you know what? Like the Energizer Bunny, always going forward.
Have to. And like the thing about this is that you get just such effective punishes and just such good Oki situations off of like target combos, what it seems like. Oh wow, gonna be able to punish the fireball with CA. We need to get a life lead real quick. Let's go, Metro.
I'll take that cash, thank you very much. Okay, nice shimmy out of Metro, trying to press the issue, finds the command grab. One touch for it. Okay, sweep activate out of Joe Umerogan, just V-reversal back from Metro M. Off the wall, wants to bait something out of Joe.
Yeah. We saw Metro M trying to get airborne for a second. We saw Joe Umerogan kind of preemptively go for an air-to-air here.
Oh,
Whoa.
wanted for the charge. We're not going to get it. You know what's something interesting about Joe? Joe is one of the last Luke holdouts that hasn't switched to using suppressor.
Which, honestly, in my opinion, Joe Umerogan, hey, he is a very, very good player, bro. But that's the best V skill in the game. I'm sorry. Like, I think that move, if you're a Luke, that needs to be in your kit, like, for real. Like, that move is, like, absolutely ridiculous. But, hey,
Right.
Joe Umerogan, if you believe it, I believe in it, so.
Yeah, would you like an auto shimmy off of everything that you have? There you go.
We saw Mena RD use it when he was in top 8, and that suppressor, I was just like, bro, like this is this is ridiculous, bro. Like on block, you put a fireball within and it's safe. Something not so safe right here. Metro M putting Joe in the corner at the moment after that EX.
Yeah, Joe's got a bunch of damage on the table here between trigger activation and CA. I expect that we're not going to cash it all out at once. Actually spends the bar, wants to bulldoze through the screen a little bit. Okay, wanted to activate on block so that they could generate some plus frames for themselves. Gets the low forward, nothing really comes of it. Oh my god, the EX roll through the fireball. Metro M absolutely psychic, 100% sniffing the packets. Wanted the air-to-air, we're not going to get it. Joe Umerogan cashes out the last of his V-trigger, and now continuing to spend some bar, desperately wants any sort of a life lead. No bar left for either player. Metro M finds the slide, and the wake-up regular DP out of Joe Umerogan. Joe cracked. No ifs, ands, or buts about it.
Right, and if you played a Luke against Luke for so long at this level, you have to assume that like at any moment they could try for a DP, and Metro M was totally prepared for that. Joe Umerogan gonna go down the game, and looking a little bit sticky. This is 2 out of 3 until you get to top 8. So here we go, Metro M kind of being held at bay with the fireball right here, a little whiff. And gonna pay for that target combo attempt. Nothing going yet.
Really trying to fish, not getting a whole lot out of it. There's this tendency of Joe Umerogan on Luke to overcommit.
Yes.
It's not something I saw as much out of him on the Akuma, and I think it's one of the reasons that I'm still a little bit of a hater of Joe Umerogan's Luke. And I think it's that like there's still that little bit of optimization that is what makes the character really come alive at the highest level that we don't really see out of Joe. And I mean, the V skill is like a really easy thing to look at for that, right? It's like, okay, you're still sort of playing the V skill one, like, you know, confirm low forward into flash knuckle and try to make some stuff happen. When people have moved on and optimized this character more. And I see more of that optimization of Joe Umerogan on the Akuma, but obviously I understand Akuma's not feeling as good now. We're going to make the pick that feels better, but nothing feels great right now, although we do find the sweep, get the jump out of the corner. Metro M on the back foot, but at any given chance, Metro M might just throw out the rose and get out of the corner. One touch for stun. We get the stun off of the backdash. How much damage do we have to be able to close this out? We don't even need to spend a bar.
Melting health bars without using meter. This is the power of Luke. Have you played Luke today, sir? I'd like to tell you a little bit about our Luke gameplay today, sir. And I think what kind of changed that up a little bit for Joe Umerogan, especially like we saw Metro M blocking a little bit, and we're like, hey, bro, like what happened to the strike throw game? And that came alive in the corner just now. So good on Joe Umerogan trying to even up the set.
Doing a little more than evening it up right now. Metro M on the back foot against the wall. Went for the off the wall. We're not going to get much for it, but Joe Umerogan gets a little bit antsy again and smoked out for it. The X command grab starter here for Metro M. Plus frames, V-shift back. We reset back to neutral. Joe has plenty of bar here to make something happen.
Wow,
how far are we going to
whiff.
patch this out? Oh, we just had the target combo in the back. That's all we had.
No, sir. Going to be able to use the jab right here and going to be able to get the DP into CA. Gonna use all of it right here to seal this game to go into top 8. Good for him.
Nah, that's 1-1. It ain't over yet.
Okay, yeah, I saw the one preemptively. So here we go. We got one more on the board. So here we go. Metro M, Joe Umerogan trying to, well, not trying to, but going into game 3. And here we go.
Round 1.
Gonna have to see if Metro is going to be able to try to slow this down a little bit more. It's just that, you know, Joe is finding these pockets now for that standing strong starter for him. And like, all right, I'm going to lunge forward. And once you find that space, it's working out that... Okay, Flash Knuckle in the back. This is where you do feel a little bit more comfortable with that choice. You get all this extra damage. Approximately one touch. Definitely one touch. A perfect to round out the first round of Game 3. And Joe Umerogan on set point.
It was those pockets to where it mattered the most, because like it's one of these things to where Luke has this ability to literally just like get in this range to where he can just frustrate you if you hit the wrong button. And we saw it right there in the corner. So Metro M going to be looking to slow the pace of this match down right here, and you have no choice, especially after that crazy start of the match that Joe Umerogan had.
Oh no, a little bit too far away, and unfortunately overcommits, gets a command grab input there, loses out on a lot of space, and now Joe is back in that pocket where he's just a little bit too close for Metro M on the claw to really start making the pokes. Finds the Rose to be able to get out. How far are we going to cash? No, we don't want to spend the CA just yet.
Yeah, I was going to say bar conservation, definitely not an option right now. Bar conservation, like not the bar conservation, but we're gonna need to spend some of this cash. If we get CA available, you might want to use it.
This is huge for Joe. Got that V-skill store off of the V-trigger activation, so there's a bunch of damage on deck if Joe is able to land a hit and get this stuff started. That's why he's fishing with the low forward. You know, a low forward confirm into Flash Knuckle would be absolutely massive here. 25 seconds left on the clock. Metro actually needs to make some stuff happen. That's enough to do it. No, you're too far away. Oh my God.
And you're going to get hit with CA. Is this going to do it?
I don't think so. No, it's Claw. But you get Oki after 10 seconds left on the clock. What's it going to be? Catches the backdash with the standing roundhouse, and we're going to a final round.
Down to the wire. Oh my goodness.
What a shame. Joe definitely believed he had it. I believed he had it.
Here we go. Trying to find the appropriate range here. Metro definitely not trying to overcommit, but gonna get with the Flash Knuckle into DP, into throw, into the corner. And this is where Luke gets real frustrating. A lot of plus frames on this end. Wow, able to get all of that. Huh?
Wanted the chase down on the V reversal. Joe Umerogan has a life lead, but a positional disadvantage here. Really hungrily trying to fish with like standing strong. We're not gonna get what we want out of that. Finds the sweep punish there right into the activation.
Oh, slipping right there. Able to get hit with the Gatling and gonna get the EX command grab off this. Really good position off this.
Okay. Oh my God, life is so even. The back throw is gonna do it. Metro M with the final interaction is gonna move on the winner side of top 8, taking it 2-1 over Joe Umerogan and waiting to play against the winner of XFinesse and Narukami.
Wow.
I don't know that we see as much out of Luke. We have our next top 16 match, Narukami versus XFinesse. The bodies that Narukami has left in their wake in order to get to this match. Caba and Knuckledew, are they going to add XFinesse to the pile to make it up into the winner's side of top 8?
Yeah, that is a very tall order. We saw a lot of what Narukami will take, which is a lot of chip damage, and is willing to sit there and block until they absolutely get a confirm. So windmill shuriken, what side you're going on, going to be a little throw into the middle of the map, right here, a little reset, and going to be a little activation. And just holding steady though, going to be able to get the EX, the last hit of it.
Okay, really fishing with that V-skill. Narukami may well get another V-trigger activation in this round with the way that they're using that V-skill. Going for the flickers there was XFinesse, clipped by the low forward, and it's the way that it moves her hurt box back. It's such a valuable spacing trap in these spots. Even if it's blocked, it gets you that little bit of V-gauge. I love that that's something that Ibuki players have really landed on, of like, all right, I can actively generate V-gauge. Smoked by the flicker. We've got the 1 bar in the back for the follow-up, and Narukami has another V-trigger in the back. We're gonna have to see when is it gonna come out. Wanted it to come out on hit, it looks like. No, now we play for on block activation.
Here we go, and good weight, good fundamentals.
Oh,
wow,
oh my
and
God.
Just that standing medium right there. Gonna be able to take it. XFinesse showing great discipline.
Yeah, that was an interesting choice of normal in that spot too. That's like a little bit bizarre, but it works out great for him.
Yeah, Narukami. The biggest difficulty I've seen them have is just like these round starts where they take just massive amounts of chip damage before they get their offense started.
Right. Start to press the issue. Flicker with a 1-bar follow-up gets Narukami's back up against the corner. Now the throw game is starting. I love the spacing trap. Damn, Flicker is a built-in spacing trap. You thought you could swing. You absolutely cannot. That is the strength of Ed that people are really landing on now, is just the way that Flicker is so hard to deal with when it's spaced properly. Party starter for Narukami. Catches the backdash here. The next interaction, maybe to send out the shuriken. No, they were a little bit too far away. Didn't want to do it off of that low forward. The big
wow, and just walks into the V trigger, and that conversion by XFinesse is gonna net them a victory going into game 2. And Narukami just kind of just accepted that dodgeball. Didn't even try to catch it. Just let it hit their chest.
Am I bugging, or would like that came out faster than usual? I feel like I'm used to seeing it come out and it takes a second, but that one, like you stole the idol from the Temple of Doom, just completely running them down. That was nutty.
Frozen in fear. You got that. We took this long to get the idol. Now what do we do with it? Oh, we gotta run. Wait, run, and then you see the boulder just roll onto your chest. Didn't even know what happened to you, but Narukami fully aware of what's happening to them now, and wow, gonna pay big time for that whiffed button. And now in the corner, gonna have to use resources to get out of here, but XFinesse is on top of your head, my friend.
Okay, walk forward gets the starter here with the low forward counter hit confirmed, and XFinesse is just looking super comfortable here. Narukami, even gets smoked out trying to throw the naked V-trigger activation. XFinesse trying to put Narukami on top of his own pile of bodies. They're like, all right, you made it to the summit, my son. Back down you go.
Let them know. I will be the one. Law on top of the hill right here. And XFinesse with the hands. Oh my god. What type of adjustments do you make here, Narukami?
I think it truly feels like XFinesse just has a stellar read on Narukami's timing, because there's just so many counter hits. Speak and they shall appear. There was another counter hit every frame trap. XFinesse has this great read on Narukami. Must have been a tendency towards like standing, like crouching jab or standing short or something. The way that Narukami was trying to counter poke and steal turns, XFinesse just honed in on it. And I've said this a bunch of times. When the patch notes dropped, I suspected that Ken was going to be a really easy choice for Karen players to navigate to. And I think Ken works really well in Punk's hands. I think Ken, as he exists right now, is exactly the kind of character that works well with what Punk brings to the table, and you can already see why.
Yeah, and if you see that how Punk goes for these low forwards and gets these conversions off these, the damage differential that ends up adding up at the end is insurmountable. Not going to get every hit off of that Shoryu, and going to pay for it a little bit, and not going to get the Hoover back off that either, and not going to get the full damage conversion off that either. A little spaghetti from both these guys.
Yeah, the poison is adding up slowly but surely. Mono has the life lead, and Mono has V-Trigger available at some point if they feel inclined to use it. That's the V-Trigger 1, so it is the one that turns the V-skill into a proper fireball and just makes that poison add up a whole lot more. Punk is slowly trying to force Mono over to the corner.
Oh yeah, gonna be a little V-Trigger activation. Wow, what an anti-air.
Massive. Finds the throw after in the strike throw situation. Mono takes that first round. Okay. I'll take that as a punish. Absolutely. Using the EX command run is Mono to get out of the corner, but just like that, Punk gets the back throw in. The corner carry that Ken has available to him is absolutely massive. Another thing that I think makes the character fit really nicely into Punk's hands, cheating out that extra forward dash. Damn, Punk, tell me how you feel it.
Little anti-air off that. We got to stop the momentum somehow, please. Using the poison, but Punk definitely in a strong lead at the moment. Here we go. Don't jump in on Ken. I got those locked and loaded.
Right? Coward crush into nothing. Punk content to play this round a little bit slower. I don't want to see you spend that bar. I want to see you try to make this happen. Okay, for the 1 bar, absolutely perfect. What a whiff punish out of Punk. Catching Mono out for trying to take his turn. That button from Mono has been a real problem here because Punk has been whiff punishing it immaculately.
Punk over here just making sure that their momentum does not get cut off for any reason. Mono, little EX poison. Trying to get a little frame trap going, trying to keep him in bay here.
Backing off, not finding any whiff punishes there. Punk is playing so patient, using the 1 EX bar there on a fireball. Wants to earn a little bit more forward space. Gives some pause to Mono. Fishing with the towards roundhouse. We're not going to get anything for it. Mono gets a poison stack applied and is so willing to slow down, but that was the wrong time to do it. The run into the step kick. Punk gets massive corner carry, catches with the hold V-trigger. Are we going to get the chase down? No, we're not. Finds the anti-air off of the jumping roundhouse. Another clutch anti-air from Mono, who has the V-trigger activation. We do have the damage in the back, and the first game is going to go to Mono.
Those 2 anti-airs caused all of that, by the way. Those 2 anti-airs. Thought he was going to be able to get something after the V-trigger activation, and he was able to get a little bit, but not able to get the next interaction, which Mono just absolutely staying solid. And Senpai says a Fang got baby mode, Gerber baby anti-airs. So for Mono, it was easy work to get that game.
Has Mono back up against the corner again. What a great whiff punish, setting up a spacing trap there off of the coward crouch. And the frame trap's working out there off of the crouching strong. This is the Punk that you want to see. This is why I think this character is a good fit for him. Nice shimmy.
Wow.
We're going to be able to cash that all the way out. That's going to be the stun and the round. Cash out a little bit extra bar. Gets the back throw around on the board in game 2 here for Punk.
And that's the Punk special, right? About 3, maybe 4 interactions, and then we're gonna go into the shimmy to fake like I'm letting off the pressure, and then conversions like that, man.
The patience out of Mono. I think Punk needs to open up more of like a regular throw game because there's so many spots outside of like really in the corner. Mono is so willing to just block it out mid-screen.
Go.
Oh my god, it's like he heard me. Jesus. They're 3. I love it when they hear me.
Little mind reading. He says, look, bro, I know you're going to block. I've conditioned you to do so. So I'm going to run up, walk up, grab. You haven't teched him yet.
Right, we're going to have to see how does the rest of this round go out. That's what, 4 throws consecutively through this round now? That is most of Mono's life bar just from Punk getting these throws. Punk has this life lead and so much bar. And Mono can't commit to too much because between the V-trigger and the CA, if Mono makes the wrong call, he's going to get smoked out for damn near his whole life bar. But the trigger activation out of Mono on the sweep, we're not going to have the damage in the back, but the poison makes a big difference. Now Punk needs to be the one to be the playmaker. 25 seconds left.
And Punk is just waiting. Knows he has a full stick of butter with V-trigger activation. So V-trigger activation after a whiff button might be the move here. And that can go in the CA. No way!
Is that gonna work? No!
Okay, I was about to say, like, you are a god, sir. Oh my goodness.
I love the call. Maybe a little bit closer, a little bit farther. If the spacing was just a little bit different, who knows how that could have gone. But I appreciate that he tried it.
Yeah, probably just, I think, a couple frames off. But that's going to be right on target. The crouching low, excuse me, the crouching medium into Shoryu. But back into the corner right here, and more of these button presses and a bunch of these blocks. Like I said, the strike throw game might be coming into play right here for Punk.
Universal doesn't want to give Mono the chance to play really much of the game at all. But Punk with his poison adding up slowly. Just like that, I mean, Mono almost has the life lead off of these poison ticks. The very tip of low forward, and Punk has Mono's back up against the corner and going for these throws in particular because it also manages to blow up V reversal or the command dash, so it keeps it locked down. But I wish Punk didn't back off. Punk had the life lead and then was like, well, I'm not going to press the issue. Problem is that plays into Mono's hands. Mono wants to slow the game down. Don't give it to him.
Here we go. Now we're in a situation where you're going to have to use resources and you have no defensive resources available. All you have is V-trigger. You could use V-shift to get out of a situation, but still. Wow, the back end of the fireball getting hit right here. Okay. Not too bad for Punk. It's very, very close.
But he has a life deficit. The low forward connects, but it's not going to happen in time. Mono's going to have the damage in the back. Punk was not close enough for the V-trigger to work. You called out the Hoover vacuum. Somebody needs to check the filter on that. That shit's looking clogged.
It was two situations to where Punk thought he had it, and he was just off by just once by
any of these counter pokes that Itachi's Legacy is throwing out. Wow, the patience to wait for the kite, but still comes down with a button. Does Itachi's Legacy? Are we going to stay same side? Yes, we are. We're going to go for the throw on the reset. A second throw? That was going to be 3.
Yes. You always go for 3.